Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. In this episode, I was told that the player who submitted it gave it a go, made it to Ring 7, but wasn't sure how to go further in this particular run. So, okay. Again, as you can see, a number of folks have been playing my challenge list here. So we've got some wins on the board. They're not super convincing. A 48k win of Divinity is actually pretty cursed, right? That means you took a ton of damage. 54k, however, is pretty convincing. It means that there does exist a line here that is going to be successful without too much concern. That's a pretty above average. That means you're maybe taking a little bit in Divinity or Seraph, but you're not actually leaking a whole bunch of stuff. So, really hard to say. Now, it is Tethys, so oh boy, we're back on Tethys, and it's Tethys Dreg, which is pretty doomed. I hate Tethys. This is I've had to spread these out because these Tethys runs are just truly nightmares. I just don't enjoy them, especially when you find a cursed version of Tethys. Tethys is fine when you have a mid roll, right? You have an okay run. You can make something out of it, and at worst, you throw her away. But as the absolute worst champion, she slows you down in the early game by being fragile, weak, vulnerable, and generally bad. And she doesn't do enough late game. She requires too much effort if she is an important part of your run. And if you are already having an anti synergistic pairing, like with melting default, because of dregs, then you're going to struggle even more. So the best way of playing this clan combo is pretty universally to give up on incants or to go all in. You're going to go all in on one of these, whether it be melting or Stygian. Usually it's melting, but it depends a lot on kind of what you're shown and what your starting cards are. So let's see, I figure this person who made it to Ring 7, the submitter, is almost certainly this 20.6k. That's a pretty reasonable Ring 7 death score, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, as an explanation, if you're joining us for the first time, basically I am playing viewer submitted runs. So if you're playing Monster Train Covenant 25 with no mutators and you struggle for some reason, let me know. Send it my way. I'll run it through the channel. There's a 3-word kind of combo that shows up. You'll see an example of it up here for this particular run, and we will get to it eventually. I have a pretty substantial submission list right now, and going through only 2 a week at most. It's not terribly fast. Sorry. I realize that people have played these, and oftentimes what happens is they get submitted to me, and someone is immediately playing and winning them, and it's okay, fair enough. If I were playing a bunch of Monster Train every single day and I didn't have to record, then I would play a lot more. But when recording, it requires me to set aside time and things, so it just takes time. And I'm also recording things that aren't cursed seeds as well. This isn't the only thing on the channel. I think I would go crazy if it were, because these runs tend to require so much thought and so much time that it's just concerning, right? Whereas, mid rolls are something that I think I could reasonably maneuver pretty quickly at this point. I think I've gotten my YouTube content to the 1.5 hour point in most cases, which I think is a comfortable range for me. Obviously, things that go longer than that are real struggles. Things that go faster than that are usually pretty nice to me. So, we're currently on a 60 win streak on this series. We had the best run of Monster Train ever. I just played Shadow Siege naturally on all 3 floors with multi-strike 2, some sick planning. Rector helped early game to kind of prop us up while we set this plan in motion, and it was just awesome. Honestly, among the best runs I've had in recent history. It was a cool line that's hard to navigate, hard to think through, but when you get it, and it's great. So I loved it. Didn't even have sketches. It was natural Shadow Siege, which I think is very, very rare to see. A really good run to have on the channel. I've actually put it up as kind of like the channel visiting video, right? So if you're a subscriber and you haven't visited the channel in a while, it will show up. I think it was that cool. But yeah, that's all I got for you on this one. I am making terrible decisions with my life. I am recording this at 4:26 a.m., so I'll be up until 6 a.m. most likely with this one, but we'll see. Anyway, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and delay no further and get in on this run. Yep, I am recording. Go me. Oh boy, Tethys. Not looking forward to it. Well, at least my starting cards are okay. Hope you're all doing well today. I've been dreading the return to Tethys on these curse seeds, but we will persevere. She's not fun, is the biggest thing I have a problem with her on. She suffers so much in the DLC that playing her is an ordeal. I just don't enjoy it. There's pretty much no spinning these runs to make them fun for me. Whereas something like Little Fade is always fun. And I know she's strong, but it plays so differently that it's at least fun. Throwing away your champion feels terrible. It feels so bad. And it's so sad because Tethys was so good in the base game, so I don't know. Anyway, we are, as I said before, default Stygian, default Melting. We're fighting Rage Talos, Rage Fell, and Chase Seraph with Energy Siphon, Dripfall, and Titan's Tooth. They are at least spells. Now granted, Energy Siphon is a pretty do-nothing card in this run right now. It's going to add something like 6 damage. I hate this card. It has its moments, right? It has times where it can provide a ton of value, but they're so rare, it's hard to count on it. And the worst thing is it has to be played on an enemy unit, right? So I can't incant on a floor where there's no enemies. This makes this card not only bad generally, but bad specifically. Meanwhile, Dripfall is great. Titan's Tooth is fine, I suppose. It's not amazing, but it at least does something, so we'll take it. Let's go look ahead. We have temples on 3, 4, 5, and 8. So 4 temples, it's good. Dupes are on 8. One's fines with the steel shop. Let's see. Removal dupe with a cavern on 5. This might be the strongest combo because you can see an overstack and then immediately dupe it and you get removals. I really value this one. And it's opposing a pretty lame side with a trinket shop, some money and pyro remains. Now there could be high rolls we fish for here, but I don't know. It's pretty hard to skip that removal dupe. Ring 4 has a dupe. It's okay. Remnant banner. We are seeing Steel Shop, Stygian banner, Magic Shop, Remnant banner on Ring 2, and a Steel Shop, Stygian banner on Ring 3. Our Steel Shops are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Fine. There's at least one in the mid-game, which is something I like to see. So, okay. We are Tethys. I'm going to look at the Forge first. I've spun around on this. I'm going to click Chillwind because Handheld Totem is bad. Unless you're desperate or you have Rage scaling or something, you just can't click that. Chillwind, okay. Horde says... Oh. Votive Key or Winged Steel. These are both kind of good. I say kind of. Votive Key is oftentimes a detriment, but sometimes a big boon. You need a vessel for it. You need something you want to play every turn that you're happy to put Votive Key into. So a tomb or something like that. I could theoretically do Tethys with Endless, which might help, kind of. Winged Steel, however, is just universally good. It is a draw relic, which means that, I mean, I get a card out of this, right? Every turn. It's strong. It's really good. It's hard for me to pass it up, but Votive Key potentially adds too much value to the run. It enables me in a big way, and I could also put this into something like a Titan's entry, right? And that would be pretty strong. I think we click the Votive Key. Yeah, and we don't do stupid things like take the Horde, it's death. We skip. Mark of Invasion almost certainly blasts me. I guess I could just leak. That's fine. I'm actually just going to take the 75. Otherwise, I'm going to be absolutely devastated into this next ring. I think I'm willing to take this trade. We're not going to die because I have the Endless Tethys, so... Yeah, so it's like Endless Tethys here on bottom. I'm going to put the Dragon front. I'm going to double Frozen Lance upstairs because it saves 6 damage to the Pyre. And I'm going to put in the other dreg here. 25. I may as well put it in front, right? Kill that man? Sure. This at least opens this thing up. Take another 4. No biggie. Right. 255. I mean, I'm going to play Endless Dreg here, and it's gonna be strange, but it's okay. It at least gets Tethys to swing. I'm gonna drip the Collector, and I guess I'll put in double energy siphons here. Sure. Take another 4. It's fine. I'm going to Titan's Tooth middle here. I think I should. I think there's no way I don't have to go to another floor with the boss here. I could put the dreg in. What's coming up? There's at least a couple units here. I'm going to play Endless Tethys. I'll take another 5 for this. I think it's correct, though, because this wave threatens a lot to me. Yeah, I think this is correct. I'm just lock that in. And I'll Endless the dreg here, I believe. Sure. Fine, I take 5. Not ideal. I now Endless a Train Steward. We get a hit in, which is good. We get a couple hits in, right? Math. I'm going to put a Train Steward middle because I can put Tethys in the back here. We're going to win this, no problem. You see, I would have taken like 1,000,000 damage from the boss there if I had not done the other smart things. We get the kill here. Good job. Go team. Let's see. Put it in front. We still lose everything. We would have just played this Train Steward up here, drag in front, I Elevator, Tethys again. We're going to be okay. Cool. Go. 12 for the... it's like... How much was that from the trial? 4 plus 3, so 7 from the trial, 5 from everything else. It's fine. It's fine. Offering tokens, okay. Having some money, the ability to reroll a shop here is potentially really good. I'm not Conduit, so I lean a little towards offering token here, especially since I'm probably going to the steel shop. I don't know. We'll see, right? I don't have a great mid-game, so I guess we'll take the token. This benefits our Titan's Tooth as well, potentially, so it's fine. Endless Tomb. Yeah? Draft is tempting, but I think the Endless Tomb is a great save, a great grab for Votive Key. It's also good for Endless in general, so I'm going to click it. I think it's a good pickup. Cool. I'm going to go left. This broadens the scope of what's good in my shop. So, sure. Steel shop says quick plus 25. Silliphite or Nameless Siren? I think it's got to be Silliphite, as weird as that is. Right? There could be a decent line here, potentially. I'll take it. I don't love it. The Siren is decent, but... I don't know. Siren in the Chase, I have bad incants. I'm going to be drawing an endless unit every turn. I think the Silliphite is probably better, especially with a quick in there, right? Because you do quick here... and we just hope to find something. I'll re-roll because there's money in the middle. Yeah, okay. Quick multi-strike, and I look for a survivability infusion here. Or, honestly... Honestly, I think you look for Paraffin Enforcer, right? And you put that in. I actually just play the Conduit here. I take spikes and then we Endless the Silliphite. Sure, it's fine. I can take this. Right? It's entirely because of the ability to do this with Endless, right? And then we put Tethys upstairs. And I shoot a man, drip a dude. Doesn't change terribly much, but like you just kind of keep doing it, right? And this whole floor dies, and then we do drag. I put a train steward up top to face tank for a little bit. It's fine. Cool. I play out the offering token here. Neat. We Silliphite, train steward, drag. Cool. I train steward middle. Maybe. I shoot one, get an extra hit in, because she doesn't yeet herself on spikes right away. Now, I definitely want space upstairs, because 10 HP, well, honestly, a train steward might just be better. As weird as it is, he takes another round, and then you get Tethys. Yeah, I'm going to put the train steward upstairs, actually, believe it or not. And I'm just going to Frozen Lance here. It's fine. We Entombed Explosive for 55. I will play her again. I'll put down the drag as well. Sure, I think Tethys gets through this, right? She does with an X10 Frozen Lance, baby. Let's go. Cool. God, this run's bad, huh? This run's pretty tough. I think I agree with you there. Yikes. Big yikes. So with a quick sweeper, I really want to just tunnel Remnant Banners, I think. And Ice Tornado's fine, right? It's good for the mid game and the early game. Yeah, I'll grab it. It's fine because I have some spell weakness. Draft Wicklash is for sure the pick, right? Scaling, I can hold it over. Yeah, okay, fine. It's something. It's good if I go into the line I was thinking. I don't really need this Merchant of Steel. Yeah, I guess I'll go hunt this holdover. If they give me a holdover on the Wicklash, I feel pretty good about the run. Sure. Yeah, okay. I mean, we take these, right? Holdover Wicklash is chillin'. It's not amazing, but it's chillin'. I'm gonna burn a Frozen Lance for sure. Cool. Look at the temple real quick. A plus 30. You could make a big thing here, huh? I'm probably going left, by the way, looking at this Remnant Banner. All I need to really see here to win the run is Paraffin Enforcer, right? So the extra Remnant Banner is potentially really strong. We're going to look in the caverns. Maybe they show me an overflow, which is potentially really good. Artifact, huh? Oh, okay, Lightstone Casing for 25 gold, sure. Or 5 HP, that's fine. It's not a great thing, but it's fine. Now, with the holdover, I can Endless the Silliphite and just stick it in front now, so I really don't think I need to go too ham here. A Purge is not a bad idea, right? Some of these cards suck. Oh, how interesting. Wicklash, I could give a spell chain now if they showed it to me, huh? How curious. Like, plus 30 into Ice Tornado is good, but I think unnecessary. It's not bad, right? It's gonna fall off a cliff is my problem. The Titan's Tooth is also pretty bad, admittedly. Okay. I mean, the Ice Tornado 15 shards here guarantees I beat, what, Talos for sure. I think I do anyway with this holdover, so I don't think I need to go too ham. I have some temples coming up. I want to stay low. Maybe I take this Purge. I think I will Purge a bad card here. We're definitely not going for... What is it? We're not going for spell weakness for dang sure. And we're not going for incants either. Yeah, what's the worst? Frozen Lance or an Energy Siphon? They're both pretty terrible, but I'm going to cut one Frozen Lance right now, and it's going to be fine. We'll go in at 20 here. Yeah, cool. The nice thing about this has been just a matter of... these shops have actually been pretty good, right? Like, quick multi-Icy Silliphite, great. I have a Burnout 1 on the Tomb that can eat the Endless, and I have Holdover Wicklash, which is really strong, so cool. Right, like this is a great example. You do Silliphite on Endless here. She dies, but she does an okay job. Right? You just kill the drag. I'm going to put the drag up top, actually, in case she goes upstairs and shoots Tethys. And I guess I'll play out the Frozen Lance, sure. Cool. Yeah, we're fine. I just keep playing this Endless here until such point that... Let's see, 6, 9, 11, 11. There's really no way I get through this, right? I guess I could put the dragon back and at least swings, right? That's fine. Yeah, sure. Let's see, on the boss here. I could drip her off floor. Not a bad call. I'm going to drip her off floor here, save Tethys. I'll play the Silliphite middle here. I will put down a Dreg. It doesn't matter where. I guess I'll play it upstairs. Well, I might have to do Ice Tornado next turn. It doesn't really matter. No, we die anyway. It's fine. I'm going to clip the Frozen Lance middle. Do some work there. It's fine. Okay. Good, she went downstairs. The Frozen Lance kills up top. Cool, so I'm going to, again, I'd really like to not have her constantly dying here. Just being real here with you. Well, we're chasing that spell weakness on Tethys, so I think it'll be okay. Let's see what we draw first, right? I'm going to kick that dead weight, no problem. Frozen Lance for sure. Let's see. If I put the Train Steward up here, we get this kill, right? 7/7. Neat. Fine. Okay. We're gonna leak a little bit. Show me, my god, bottom on my Tomb and my Wicklash. The one saving grace is I have a really large punch upstairs, so that's good. I need to... I don't want to get another Slay on her, so I'm going to just put this Silliphite bottom here with the Endless, of course. I put the Drag upstairs, which dies and does work. I can then put the Train Steward up here, which is also valuable. We take some hits, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to kill this thing on middle here. Cool. Fine, I take a little bit. It's okay. I go to 35. Show me, okay, they show me at least the Wicklash here, which I think is important. I'm going to Endless the Tomb. Right, yes, absolutely. Let's see, one hit for blast this thing. I should play other cards. So here's a Train Steward. Sure. Drag middle. I will Frozen Lance for some damage. Cool. Now, what you do is you Endless the Silliphite still. Right? Because I want to get more burnout on this thing. I mean, I might actually... How much is this? 60 damage times... Excuse me? 60 damage times 13? Are you just dead? 60 times 13. Oh yeah, you're actually just dead. Cool. Fair. Sometimes spell weakness surprises even me. Wickless Recruitment, Deep Offering. I mean, these are all pretty rough. Intent on Death, I do have one explosive potentially. I need to draw cards, by the way. You saw how slow we were to get through the deck with that endless Silliphite constantly coming back. Wickless recruitment, it's okay. I'm not really that worried about burnout as long as I don't let her constantly die every turn. I was doing that because she kind of sucks right now. I don't think this helps me here. I'm going to skip these cards, I believe. Yeah, sure. Lodestone Totem. Man. What? I mean, man, you can't lose with Lodestone Totem, right? You can't lose with Lodestone Totem. Can I pull this off? Sure, I just put the Lodestone Totem in Silliphite, and that is a survivability line. I guess, I mean, we click it, right? We click it. I'm not going to click Guardian of the Unnamed. I would need to, like, triple dupe this stupid Wicklash to have any hope of getting enough scaling otherwise. I'm going to take the Lodestone Totem. I think this is just correct. Like, okay, of course. And then that changes the entire rest of the run. We have to take Ember, of course. It's fine. I just need to remove a million cards. I guess I could still look left. Weird. Removals are very good all of a sudden. I have a line, but duping it right away is also very strong. Right? Go to 45. When's my next dupe? Oh, I have a removal dupe I want to go to, actually. So I'm not going to dupe it now. I think we're going to be okay. So I go to the removals. I cut units. Yeah, sure. We have a survivability line. It's fine. Waxer Snuffer. I mean, I'll click it. Sure, why not? I have an Extinguish, right? We cut Train Stewards. They are the worst here. Dark Forge. No, I have a Sweeper already. We'll just keep chilling at Chillwind mode. I will infuse right away. I think it is super correct. Right, we do Totem into the Silliphite here. It's weird, but I think it's good enough, at least. -2 is very powerful. It is, if I can afford this, but I think I need to chill, because I'm duping it next turn, next floor, right? Yeah, we move on. We just chill. 45 is safe. I do think I need to elevator that stupid thing. Also, I'm pretty confident this spell shield will just murder my run. Like, genuinely just kill me. Yeah. There was an argument for going left and straight up duping the Wicklash, by the way. That is going to happen on this run somewhere. Assuming we make it to Ring 8. But yeah, I think this is fine for now. We got the double Extinguish, which helps as long as I can draw into stuff. Of course, the weird thing is that the Lodestone Totem warps this run a little bit. I took Ember where I normally would have taken Draw there, almost certainly. We can't click this trial, by the way. I need the spell damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We'll just turn that off. It's fine. Maybe a good draw on it won't be a big deal, but like, incoming Lodestone Totem. Sure, Tethys, let's go. I'm gonna drag middle, I guess. Blast this thing down here, sure. She technically lived, which is kind of neat. I got the Wicklash, which is good. She's doing work now, right? A Frozen Lance, let's go. I will drag, because I want money. Sure, this is fine. Right? Yeah, we'll get through it off the back of this draw order. Cool. That's a lot of damage we're dealing right now, as it turns out. I just drip this thing back down. right? Yeah, I don't actually care if they swing on this man, right? Yeah, because I can just blast one here. We get to the point where her scaling is strong enough. We just send it on middle, I think. Yeah, I'll Frozen Lance that, sure. It's fine. We'll play the Tomb with the Endless, of course. It kills both, of course. We just play double dregs here. Use them to tank. Thank you, Tomb. Very cool. Once you draw these, the whole run simplifies, right? Yeah, it's true. Cool. Endless on the Tomb. We do a ton of damage here. I play the Train Steward out. Do I? I don't really want this curse, but I think we're going to do enough damage here. That's what, 6 hits? 7, 8 hits? With 8 hits, I can just Ice Tornado and win, right? Yeah, okay, we're fine, right? Like, this is actually just super chill. And then, oh no, I took a bunch of damage. I just blast it. We're fine. All right, cool. Once I hit those units, it's fine. Urchin Spines? I mean, it's not really helping me here. Guardian Stone is an interesting survivability choice, technically. But my floor is going to basically be double Silphite plus Tethys, so sure. We just skip these for now. I don't think this Urchin Spines adds enough for me to care. Ooh, Engulfed in Smoke's a pretty good one. Votive is draw positive. Do I have a self-ping? Not right now. You could infinite. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not the infinite. I'm going to click Engulfed in Smoke, I'm pretty sure. That's a really good spell. Yeah, I don't want to infinite. We're fine. I'm going to go right here for sure. Show me the power of a plus 25. You know what? Strength Stone? Sure, why not? It starts me at above 1 damage. I'll take it. Beggars cannot be choosers. We take the overflows. Let's see, 10 in piercing. It's pretty good to just grab that. A plus 30. You could potentially do some funky stuff here. I'm going to cut the Train Stewards here. I'm going to dupe the Silphite for sure right now. I need this for the upcoming combats. Cool. It's nice that it at least does 22 damage, because only one of them is getting the Wicklash, right? And now, if I can make it to ring 8 alive, I just dupe the Wicklash, remove enough cards, and I think we can make this work. What is my situation like? 25 from 8 is 85, and then I take 115 here. So we don't actually go ham on these. I don't need this magic damage that much. We just stay chill. Low shard count. Let's go. Yeah, fine. Mark of Invasion? Should be fine. I can play 1 up top here, and then it's going to be okay. Yeah, that will be enough, right? I mean, this is simple. It's just you endless the Icy Silphite in case it dies. Not that it will here, but you know. Yep. Tethys comes down. I burn a drag somewhere. It's fine. Cool. It's going to deal with stuff. Go top. Great news. Ah, good draws. Yeah, and then we just play another one here. Right? Play another one. We Wicklash the back one. Get a drag killed. I think we're going to be fine here. Because it is, you know, the Harpy, right? So I think I probably ought to... Interesting. I'm going to draw a card. It's a drag. I don't want to play this with the Endless here, so I'm just going to discard it. I think I want to drip the Clipped Guardian here. And then I'll work on the bottom dude. Let's see, that might cost me, but we'll just see. Wicklash, this gives me some scaling potential. What's coming up? Bomb. I'm going to Energy Siphon the back, dude. And I'm not gonna play a Dreg because I want to draw all of these cards. Frozen Lance middle here. Sure, right. I will play the Wicklash here, which kills him. Great. Lets me play the Entombed Explosive with Endless. And I can... I can kind of send it here. They do get the kill, right? It's 102 and then 22. That's true. May as well play this Titan's Tooth, right? Or it doesn't really change anything, but it's fine. Cool. We're just gonna Elevator the Entombed Explosive. Cool. I'm going to scale up top. It's fine. I'm going to Energy Siphon the boss. And... how interesting. I could drip the Silliphite here. Right? It's interesting because if I drip this Silliphite, she swings a couple times into Harpy, which might matter. Yeah, and this is fine because the sap offsets everything. We kill everything thanks to Tethys. Yeah, very odd choice, by the way, but it'll be fine. And then check this. We get a bunch of swings here, right? Which is cool. I get the explosive in play. Right? Good. I do drag. And I don't play the Frozen Lance as much as I think I'd like to. Well, it's pretty good getting that extra round in, right? Does it actually matter? Right, 24 damage. Pump, 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 pump. You get what? 4 rounds? Is that true? How are you getting 242 here? Where's that coming from? You're getting hit twice. Oh no, it's 100 plus 1 round. Does this give me an extra round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It does. So it's actually better to play this Frozen Lance, right? No? Oh, the stupid sycophant. Ah, crud. It's fine, right? It's fine. And then we do big Silliphite in back because it represents a lot. Cool. I do Energy Siphon. I do the Wicklash in front here. Because this is the one that dies first, and then you Frozen Lance. Yeah, cool. Alright, fair enough. We take these. A very weird to navigate run, but we take it. It's fine. Unnamed Tome, Snap Click. It's a free incant. It's frozen, and it does a great job at everything I want to do. Guardian's Amulet is actually fine. It technically stacks sap faster, but the Unnamed Tome is too strong here. Crushing Demise, can't play it on my floor. Fatal Melting, redundant with Sweep, expensive. Mortal Entrapment, redundant with Sap, expensive. We skip these, take money. It's fine. I want to go to the magic shop here, I'm pretty sure. I don't need the steel shop. Technically, it could be endless, which would be nice for the explosive to kind of round it out. But I will have a forced steel shop at the end. And I get more value out of -1s here, I'm pretty sure. Plus, they could give me that plus 25 or something. Grab the Horde. Mark of an Exile. Funny. Exploding Candle. I guess it's fine. Mark of an Exile. I guess it's 3 HP on Tethys. I'm going to take the Refracting Lens. There might... like, it's at least 5. Yeah, I mean, Refracting Lenses. It's at least 5 of combat right now. Permafrost, huh? I have the cash. Let's look in the caverns first. Rail Spikes. I mean, this is either Stygian Spike for sure. Waxen Spike is potentially interesting, but it does burn out the whole floor, kind of, unfortunately. It is damage, but nah, I don't think so. Awoken's Rail Spike is potentially really strong for turns where I'm not spending it. I think I'm going to take it, right? The Spike of the Stygian is a good payout for extra Ember that is sap into a boss. A good, decent burst, perhaps, but I think Awoken's Rail Spike represents too much value to pass up here. And Merchant of Magic says, I don't know, what do I click? I don't want to permafrost this Wicklash. I want to be on the open, I want to keep it open for a spell chain, because I think that's huge. The permafrost probably should go in the Engulfed in Smoke, right? Probably. Although, no, I'm just going to -1/-1 it, and then if they show me a holdover, I'll give that to this as well. So the permafrost goes where? Nowhere? -1 goes into a card I want to play on every turn, so the Engulfed in Smoke, for sure. Here, +10. We should put this into stuff, right? Like Titan's Tooth doing 15 potentially matters, so sure. I don't think I take this permafrost. It's okay, but there's nothing I need on a certain turn. I can always play Wicklash right away, right? And I have the Frozen Tornado, the Ice Tornado, if I desperately need a spell now. I'm going to spin it. Remove Consume on the Rail Spike is almost certainly worth it. Right? Yeah. I'm going to take the -1 into the Engulfed in Smoke, make it 3. +10. I guess I'll put that into Ice Tornado so it's a little bit stronger here. And I'm going to buy 2 removals. Going to the magic shop next. Yeah, sure, 2 removals are fine. I need to cut the units that cause problems. So the dregs are genuinely abysmal here because they get in the way of Yawn Votive Key, right? I want to save enough cash for them. Magic shop. All right, let's go. I think we beat Fell. I think so. Depending on draw order, it might be... Not really sure how I feel about the order of draws here. Let's see. She's gonna hit like a truck. Elevatoring. I can't get the Lodestone Totem killed here. It has to go upstairs with me. I'm gonna put the totem in front, of course, with the Endless here. We'll put Tethys down, yeah. And I suppose I just Frozen Lance on a floor. Doesn't really matter where. The Dripfall doesn't do anything for me, right? Yeah, I mean, she can go to any floor at this point, so it doesn't really change anything. You may as well take the Frozen Lance. Hiya! Sure, why not? Let's go. Alright, now she goes... Okay, that one is scary, potentially. I would like to load up top floor here, I think. We're not going to do any silly elevatoring nonsense. And I'd like to put as much Frostbite and Spell Weakness into Fell as possible. So we'll just do this. And I will play Yawn Engulfed in Smoke, which I think is cool. Sure. Okay. I now need to play the Tomb Middle, get it killed. I'm going to Offering Token here, drop the Dead Weight, play out the Drag, and then play the Rail Spike here. Let's see, drop the Drag. I will just burn the Unnamed Tome here, because I think it saves me some Pyre health that matters. I take 4 right now. Yeah, I think that matters. I think it helped, right? The walk up and do nothing. Yeah, okay. I need draw power. Right? I think there's no universe. I don't just take a ton of draw power here. I think I'm always playing this Frozen Lance upstairs, right? It's a good turn for it. I take 0s. Let's see. I'm a little concerned about this mid man. I don't do enough damage. Let's give him the tomb. Give him the tomb treatment. Sure. Would have liked to be able to clip spell there, but I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to work on that spell weakness a little bit more. I play Entombed Explosive here. Let's see, we're going to be doing 41 by 2, so that's 82 plus 22. 82 plus 22 is 104. It's like 100 and something. I'm basically going to leak this back dude right now, unless I have a good hit. I don't think it's worth it to dump this Titan's Tooth here. I want to be putting this 90 times 11 into her. So we should consider drip falling here. Yeah, we will. Good job. Go team. Go top floor, honey. Alright, she didn't. It's fine. We just keep scaling here. This will be worth it. We drip. Honestly, if I can get up to a good enough point, I'm just going to drop this 80 dude again. It's fine. We tomb middle. It's also fine. And then I guess we shoot something. Sure. Our survivability is very bad, admittedly. This is good. This is what we like to see. We do Wicklash, Energy Siphon, Energy Siphon, Drip Fall, 13 times 90. This is very powerful. I drop this for sure. Good. That guarantees survivability on this combat. Now, I might eat a hit for this. We don't. We're actually just fine, in fact. Offering token on Yon Titan's Tooth here. Very nice. Cool. We just spend spells up top, and it's fine. Oh, yeah. I have a Consume Frozen Lands. That counts. Cool, cool. We're square. I actually just play this Rail Spike here. Entombed Explosive. We're close to just killing outright, which is funny. Right? She has 56 life, which is neat. You just load her up and then blast her again. Okay, I mean, we got through this weird combat situation. Siren Song is cute. Sacrificial Resurrection is bad, creates units. Devour of Death is good, but it's a little redundant with the Silophytes. Siren Song, it's fine. It's fine. The Daze is redundant with enough sap to lock down Divinity. True. The other thing to consider here is we finally get draw power, by the way, which I think is going to matter a bunch. The consideration is Devourer of Death into the tomb, but I don't think so. It does 30 backline damage. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. Very strong, in fact, but I don't think it's good enough. I want to spend my shards that remain on a dupe of... Well, it's a dupe of Wicklash, right? I want to scale faster, and this is honestly the best spell in the thing for me, and if I see a spell chain, I want that. I don't think we take this Devourer of Death. It makes my Ring 7 weaker. I'm going to skip that. Take draw, please, and thank you. That's going to help so much. I just go left. I want removals, get rid of some dregs. They're terrible, and I want... magic, right? There's nothing I could get at the steel shop that matters, right? Sure, fine. HP, value. Darkforge says, I mean, I guess we click chill win, sure. Why not? Magic shop, you got another holdover for me there? Put a -1 in Awoken's Rail Spike so it's actually easier to play, right? 20 consume, good. If if I just 20 consume the Titan's Tooth? This card is hard to play, right? Consuming it is potentially solid. Frozen Lances are good because they cost 1. Titan's Tooth is bad because it costs 3. Yeah, sure, I'm going to burn this thing. That's fine. I'm not going to remove consume anything else. We're going to reroll. Give me a holdover, please. No, it's fine. Double stack on Wicklash is cute, but it's expensive. Double stacks engulfed in smoke is kind of nice, but I like it being free. The -1 goes into Rail Spike, pretty sure. This card is now draw positive whenever I see it, or at least draw neutral. 2 spells for the price of 1. I'm gonna cut drag. Yep, for sure. Yep, get out of here. I dupe Wicklash to have a second one. Taking the money here is probably fine, because then I can take the 15 coming up. I don't have to take both. The money is potentially good just because it lets me immediately cut this last dreg, which I value quite a bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You just cut dreg. Yeah. Good, we've gotten rid of all of our bad units now, which is great news. And I put a -1 into cards I want to play every time I can. You know, so like Frozen Lance. Actually, I think Drip Fall is potentially just better. Oh no, we make it, put it in the Rail Spike. This card's great. It makes everything else free. Eventually, it's good excess Ember spending. Yeah, we super do this. And if it ever clips the tomb, it's like big wins, right? Sure, actually, this is good. Cool. And then I 20 consume another Frozen Lance. It's fine. If I just replay the Engulfed in Smoke and Wicklashes on every turn, this run is chillin'. So, good. Cool, we move on. I think we win, right? Don't do things like click the spell shield here, though. I might need the spells, actually. Like, this boss is scary. This boss is scary to the point where I might Elevator. I was really hoping it would be the other one. Yeah. It's going to be really tough to kill this dude. I think we respect the hell out of this combat. I don't need my money for much here, right? I just don't. So let's respect the hell out of this combat. And that's a good draw. It's a really good draw. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the Silliphite bottom. I want to elevator this thing on the boss and then spell slam it with the Ice Tornado here. So we're going to Silliphite bottom. At this, I Wicklash this thing for sure. Good. It lives. We don't play the offering token because I might hit the other Silliphite and lose the run. That one has to get played upstairs next turn. Full stop. Yep. Cool. Great. Here comes Silliphite. Good. Now, I'd like to keep scaling the bottom one here. I think that's going to matter. Cool. I will energy siphon the one on middle because it concerns me a little bit. We chill. Okay, now we're actually come pretty close to killing here. I need to avoid the situation of... I need to avoid the situation that results from having to play both Silliphites on the same turn, right? So I need to incant once upstairs just to get this Silliphite to live. We're going to play this thing downstairs again. Hey, wait. Did she... Where'd the spell weakness go on this floor? Am I going crazy? Did she... Oh, she died to spikes. Yeah, she died to spikes. And that's bad because when you die to spikes, you don't trigger your strike effects. That's what happened there. That's really unfortunate. So that floor really concerns me here. I think I have to play middle thanks to that, right? and just let her get punched. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I have to do that. Cool. It's not ideal. So we keep stacking on her. I think it will matter. She will kill herself on. She spikes and then gets punched, which is good. So that's good. She still dies. And then we come upstairs and I do Awoken's Rail Spike, draw 1, which keeps this guy alive. Well, this guy alive. You see the one I'm pointing at. And I accept. What is this? 10 to the pyre here? I think it's correct to do so. Yes. Right? Well, I guess I actually drop this thing here. I drop it, and then we sweep it, and then I can Ice Tornado next turn. I mean, fair enough. It's actually pretty good. Sure, sure. Okay. Fair. It's alright. Now, I need to catch up. We get the Engulfed in Smoke upstairs, which, honestly, huge. I need to get back to playing downstairs, but I don't think I have a choice. Smoke is good here. I think it matters a bunch. I could potentially just kill one. Also pretty good. Get rid of that 3, dude. I'd like to save my consumers for Refracting Lens if possible, so we're going to hold the Unnamed Tome for sure. I definitely have to play middle here. I want to take these Wilt Wings hits. Yes, so I'm going to Wicklash here. Good. I'm definitely... Frozen Lance almost kills. It's 26 by 3. So I'm going to Energy Siphon up top. We then Frozen Lance this, and it dies. Good. I then Engulfed in Smoke here, and we kill 2, which is good. I leak a little bit. I want to hold the Unnamed Tome. It's fine. Door. Yeah, fine. Took a few hits. It's okay. I need to incant upstairs. I guess I could Entombed Explosive it, but then I lose the Endless on my Silliphite, which I think I need, so I'm going to Silliphite middle. The fact that I am, by the way, Endlessing a 3-cost unit is among the dumbest things I think I've done in recent history. I am going to play the Entombed Explosive upstairs, probably, get it killed, because this next floor doesn't threaten me, it's just this man, the Steel Wings, so sure. I want to Wicklash middle. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to Explosive upstairs. Like, just kill my tomb. He dies for good, but that's also just fine. Sure. Cool. Goodbye, tomb. No worries. We want our Silliphite to die here. She will. Yeah, perfect. If I incant, she still does. 5 from the Extinguish, 8 from the Gilded Wings. Yeah, cool. And I Engulfed in Smoke, which covers upstairs. Great. I can comfortably Offering Token here. That's a good hit. I'm going to drop the Energy Siphon. I will... What am I drawing? If I can get through these dead weights, it's probably pretty good. Yeah, probably. So I think I want to hold the Frozen Lance, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to burn this. I'm going to use this Awoken's Rail Spike here. Yeah, honestly, optimal. Hitting a deadweight here is good news. Just drop this guy, but it does not matter one bit. Yeah, like, it's optimal for Silliphite to die. We're good. We just let it chill. Cool, I Elevator her now, and this run, I think, cleans up a lot. Cool. We just daze to the best of our ability. This is now the time for... Well, the best time for Unnamed Tome is technically upstairs. Right? Yeah, fair. Sure. Yeah, like, this is obviously going to cause some hits. We do the elevator here. Just keep it going. Keep it going. Awoken's Rail Spike. Optimal hits, really? Getting this Frozen Lance out is actually pretty solid here, right? I'll take it. Yes, I engulfed in smoke here for another couple of rounds. Very strong. We just play Ice Tornado next turn, and I think we win. She actually just straight up burns out, which is kind of wild. True. Okay. Now, do I just kill her? 590 times 5 here is pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, we just win, right? Yeah. We play the Unnamed Tome for sure. I play the 0-cost Dripfall. We're good, of course. I draw a card. I was looking for... Well... I was looking for the Titan's Tooth there, but it's fine, right? Like, we're chilling. We have won this, no problem. Yeah, we get it. Good. A very scary combat, and I think the Spell Shield would have killed me for sure. Ice and Pyre is an incredible spell here. We're going to snap click that. It's a really good incant. And, you know, Sacred Wicks is not terrible here. It's a consume. Wicked Blaze would be good. Reform is nice, but it's expensive. I'm going to take Sacred Wicks. It's at worst, it's a burn for 5, what is it, Pyre health. At best, it might bring back something that I let lose. I let die. Yeah. Cool. I go to the dupe because I think another Wicklash is probably the way you win this run. I am very concerned about Spike's Waves, by the way. Spike's Waves. Very scary, which is probably why I'm actually going to Wicklash the front one, because if I can kill the Spikes units outright, it's better. I might do some nonsense elevator stupidity too, which is tough, but fair. Yeah, we go for the dupe for sure. Forgotten Boons, sure. My survivability, really rough. Resin block, that's funny. Spell Chain. I mean, Spell Chain into the Wicklash is pretty excellent. It's got the holdover. It's got everything I need. I pay 1 Ember for 2 spells, which is a huge amount of sap. The only question then becomes, how do you keep your stupid Silophyte from dying? We definitely click the Spell Chain. BT dubs. No question in my mind. Cool. Great. Purge? Maybe. What do you got in this thing? Well, I can't really reroll, so, you know, fair. I would love to put a plus 25 into my Silophyte. If I had known there was going to be a Lodestone Totem, you know I would have. You know I would have. Do I even need to duplicate this Wicklash now? I mean, it is 4 spells a turn. I play it all on the front guy, and then the Spikes people die. Yeah, okay, fair. We're okay, and this gives me a much better chance of hitting this super critical card. Sure, yeah, I think it is a fine 10 shards to take there. And then I guess I buy removals? Unless there's something better to take here. Mold Braces is actually pretty dope. I can put that on the front. So what you do is you play both Silophytes together with Tethys, and then when the front Silophyte inevitably dies, you give 10 armor to your second Silophyte so it doesn't die, because you really want to avoid them both dying together, because you can't play them back together. And only one of them gets endless thanks to the Votive Key. So I think it's genuinely Mold Braces here, like just super Mold Braces and not the resin block. Cool. And I guess that's just kind of what we get on this run. Fine. Okay, Chased. I guess we go here. All right. Yeah, 110 out of 100. Not optimal. I would have preferred 100, but it's fine. We at least didn't get chased over Purify thresholds, which I think might have killed us. So, you know, fair. Yeah, let's go. 110 out of 100? Sure. I could take a Purge on that Purge in there. But I don't think there are any critical pickups, right? I don't think so. It's really good getting that spell chain. This Wicklash is going to be a big part of my run. What would I purge here? Just Frozen Lance, I guess. It's not bad, I suppose. I don't want to go over higher shards for this does not add enough value. We're just going to move on. 110 out of 100. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I think we might win. We're teetering on the brink, though. If I had a plus 25 in these Silophytes, I think I would be happy with this, but, you know, it is what it is. We're going to do Silophyte here in front for sure. Yeah, we'll play Tethys out. I'm going to work on this here. We definitely do Wicklash on this. I will play the Rail Spike. I think it's fine. Sure. I could have hit the other Silophyte, but I immediately have already decided that's okay, because this combat does not threaten me that much. Right? This combat does not present as much of a concern for me. I do want them to keep coming up top. Great. I'm just going to do the Wicklash up front. It's fine. Draw a card. It's fine. I'll play the Engulfed in Smoke. I can't play the other Wicklash because I have to have Ember Drain there. But now things are going to just clean up a bunch, right? We play big scaling up front for sure. I Frozen Lance here for sure. Getting me back up to max. I do want the Entombed Explosive middle. Cool. I think we'll get through this, right? I think so. We just keep scaling front, dude, and we're chilling. Big Wicklash energy. You play the Tomb. I could just Sandblast one of these. I think I would prefer just even more scaling here. I mean, definitely spell weakness on the boss, doesn't matter, I might as well. Ice Empire or whatever. I do want to play this Entombed Explosive. It's a good card as it turns out. Sure, I know I played a Frozen Lance instead of an Ice Empire, it didn't matter. Every turn they come up here, I think we're feeling much better about ourselves. $400 damage here is pretty solid, I will admit. That's Entombed Explosive downstairs. I think that's the scarier one. Sap here kind of matters. I should play the Sacred Wicks. There's no reason to keep it here. I might as well. The nice thing is it gets the Frostbite through, which I do value. We just keep the spell weakness flowing on the boss. I, for sure, just keep this Wicklash nonsense going. Cool. I would like next turn to be really strong on spells. And to do that, I need to not play the Tomb here. That's true. They all immediately die to my 360 damage here, so we're fine. I'm just going to drop a unit then. No biggie. Sure, incant, doesn't really matter. I do intentionally drop the Tomb. Alright, here we go. Burst time. I need a ton of power here, right? Wicklash, Wicklash, Energy Siphon, Wicklash, Unnamed Tome. It's a good time to burn it. I vaguely consider this Titan's Tooth because the Frostbite carries into Relentless. I think the Wicklash is probably just better because I get more spells on her this turn, him this turn, whatever. Yeah. 15 sap. I'm feeling confident into Seraph. Also clocked it with that chased hit. Yeah, I feel reasonably confident here. We just do the Wick Lashes and we're fine, right? I just play an annoying amount of these. Every single one I can. I will Rail Spike here. Great. Hitting a Frozen Lance, making it free is good. We engulfed in smoke for no real reason. We win this, almost certainly. Right? Thank you, Spell Chain. Offering Token. It doesn't really matter what I play, right? It's fine. May as well put it in that man. Sure. Cool. Alright, I think we win. Right? Yeah. Yeah, in fact, never did not have it, right? Cool. Honestly, super optimal. This was the harder fight because this man was purging my nonsense, but we do plenty of damage on the floor, and we have plenty of burnout, and I have pretty good draw power, so I think we're okay. Cool. Not a great run so far. Like, this run is fine, but it teeters on the brink of disaster. We could just straight up lose to spikes, by the way. It's a possibility. Oh man, that turn 1 engulfed in smoke is good. I need to get Endless onto the Icy Celophyte 10 times out of 10. Tethys comes down. Sure. Here's an Energy Siphon. Here's engulfed in smoke. Burn the Sacred Wicks. And we just take the Ice Empire here for value. Sure. Decent draws. I think this is going to be Silophyte in front here. I take the Woken's Rail Spike. Hitting that Wicklash is a disgusting hit because now the Spell Chain copy is free. Good. Honestly, great, in fact. Right? Yeah, true. Super excellent. Oh man, that Unnamed Tome is solid on downstairs. If I can weasel this floor down, I'll feel pretty good about it. This thing, she always dies because of the Wilt Wings. It's just how it's gonna be, but that's okay. So I'm gonna burn the Unnamed Tome here, and I'm gonna drop in the Untombed Explosive because it will chew through the enemies. We're gonna do a Frozen Lance up top too. There's no reason not to. There's also immediate value payout from the Mole Priests here, by the way. 20 HP on my mid dude is genius, right? And then we keep doing Icy Silophyte in front. We just keep doing Wicklash Stupidity here. I don't play that one. I do play the Entombed Explosive here. Maybe not, actually. Do the Offering Token. I'm going to drop a card, I think. Obviously, I think I have to. She dies again. Good. Great. Honestly. What if I drop the Spikes dude off this floor, actually? Do we still clobber? Honestly? Yeah, I'm good with that, right? Just delay this as much as possible. If Tethys dies, it's fine. I don't need her. I'm just going to eat these curses, by the way. Silophyte comes down. Hopefully this is a turn where she doesn't die. Great news. We do play the broken Wicklash here because it's insane. Excellent. I just accept curse damage because I don't care. Although they're really bad. Man, I don't know. We're going to win Relentless if I can get there. What if I delay chains? Probably a really good idea. He concerns me. I need to hit 540 on him. I'm gonna drop him, I think. Like, just genuinely drop chains out. And then I will play Energy Siphon upstairs. Will I? I would like to connect Titan's Tooth with chains here. I'm going to put the energy siphon on him because if I can get the Titan's Tooth to connect, I'll feel pretty good about that. And I need to get the damage numbers up as high as possible, so we just take that. Take the 5 of the 3, I don't care that much, it's okay. Yeah, okay, so now it's Wicklash, Wicklash. We Titan's Tooth the middle because I desperately need to connect with chains here. That's huge value. We play this Wicklash, just go for gold. I need big numbers. I'm leaving in a bunch of these bad Wicklashes, but it's okay. We have no spikes on middle anymore. Good. Optimal, really. So we Wicklash, we get the kill. Amazing. Wicklash, Wicklash. Wow, she lives. Oh yeah, because he doesn't swing anymore. I guess I'll play out this Weighted Contrition then. No reason not to. Excellent news. Offering token. We clean up top. The Extinguish eliminates front guy again. So let's Entombed Explosive Steel Slate because he terrifies me. And I'll take the Ice Empire because good news. Cool, I think we win now. Chains was a scarier one. I think we get through Chains, which is excellent. Definitely take that Entombed Explosive. Work down Chains as much as possible. We scale front dude to the best of my ability. It's valuable. Cool. A lot of value here. Cool. She dies. It's fine. We lose or drop the tomb, but it's fine because I wouldn't have done anything with it anyway. We play out Siliphyte in front. Get the kill. Now, can I get the kill without Tethys dying? Yeah, okay. Tethys walking into Relentless is the dream. We already have enough armor on the middle one. So here's the play, right? She dies because she attacks twice into Steel Slate. It's optimal. I then play her in the middle because I want the Wilt Wings at the 25 damage that comes in here to go into the one that has built up armor, right? And I think that's genuinely just super optimal. And the only damage I take is the 3 from the front spikes guy, and we win Relentless out of this. I mean, Tethys wins Relentless as long as she doesn't die, which I think is also going to be true. So, true. As long as I don't go over 530 in one hit here, we're fine. So we are chilling if I play them both. And I just Energy Siphon the boss for no real reason. It's fine. Optimal. Okay, so I think we're chilling. If I simply play Siliphyte in the middle, because right now we actually lose to the Clipped Reflector, by the way, but you play the Siliphyte in the middle and it swings the whole combat around, and at this point now we just actually incant stuff, right? Because I have so many Wicklashes, this actually hurts, right, because it burns out, but it doesn't super matter. Like, we get through it, and I can honestly solve this problem. And I guess I'll take the Weighted Contrition to save my score. Sure, we take these. Good run. Tough one, but well played, I think. And it's just another example of, hey, Lodestone Totem, we click these, right? If you see Lodestone Totem, you can make that run work. Sweet, and it's not even 6 a.m. Thank you, Lodestone Totem. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, a very scary run, but a lot of things kind of came together there. I'm going to go to the run summary and talk it through after I see the challenge. I'm only going to really talk through the person that submitted it. I think that's a good system to have. It's a pretty middling score. We didn't have the 54K, but we had the 51, so that's fine. Cool, let's see our friend. Yeah, hello, friend. Let's see what you did. Oh, Colt Kalia. I don't know where you saw Cold Kalia, but I actually genuinely believe in our choice of Icy Siliphyte. I think it was fine. Let's see, what do we get? Okay, so the Winged Steel start is... Honestly, I think Votive Key kind of saved the run in a big way. It's a great relic if you plan around it accordingly. And in this run, it did so much work. I would have loved to have had Winged Steel. It would have been busted in the run I had, but I think this was just correct. So it's fine. Cool. So let's see what you did. Okay, these are some interesting choices. You only had the refracting lenses, similar to me. Chill Wind, not as many removals. Votivary, fine. You didn't take the double extinguish, huh? You probably didn't see it, otherwise I imagine you would have clicked it. Your Cold Kalia had no infusion. Oh, weird. Okay, so a nameless Siren Lodestone Totem. It's fine. Technically, this wins, I guess. It should be fine. You should have removed the Cold Kalia, though. This thing was just hurting you. This is a great example of you had too many units still, right? It's really hard to incant enough. The rest is just fine stuff, like zero costers. Wickless Recruitment wasn't doing much for you, but it's an okay one, I guess. And then, let's see, where you at? 95 walking into this. You took the Ancient Hate. I mean, you didn't have the Silliphite, so I don't think it mattered as much. Really, I think the way you do this is you didn't upgrade the Wicklash with a holdover, and that actually super matters in this run. So I think the Wicklash is probably the biggest thing that you should have identified. And seeing the holdover so casually on ring 3, it must mean that you didn't see it, because I think identifying just go for burnout here is fine. It makes your Cold Kalia really good, right? And then you just put the Lodestone Totem into Cold Kalia, you never take this Nameless Siren, and you're fine. Yeah, I think so. There were some upgrades here that are okay. I think you probably should have skipped some of these, right? Like, what is this Titan's Tooth doing, really? A plus 30, minus 2. It's fine. I don't mind this card, but it's not worth the shards, in my opinion. Like, this Titan's Gratitude, okay, fine. Again, it's okay, but it discards another card in your hand that you need to use to incant, so it's kind of really bad for this line. You haven't removed nearly enough. You have 5 Frozen Lances, 4 Dregs. It's tough. I think you definitely suffer here from too many units and some problematic upgrades. Let's just vaguely look at who won. I'll look at the names real quick. Gabriel victorious, of course. Who's surprised? No double extinguish. What'd you do? Lodestone Totem. Hey, we take these Lodestone Totems. It's fine. Good job. Go team. Cool. Oh man, you got to re-roll that final trinket shop and saw Flicker's Liquor. That would have been amazing. It's fine. Let's see. Evil Boy Genius. Good job, bud. You got the victory with a very different line. I mean, this works, right? You go in on the Nameless Siren thing, right? And then you just play a million of these. Votive Fairy times 2. I guess it tanks, right? What a weird run. Cool, though, right? 72 damage taken. I mean, this is an interesting one because you scored worse than me by taking 72 damage on the Divinity. Yikes, tough. This is pretty risky, honestly. Right, it's actually very risky. I would not recommend this, but obviously it wins. So if you're skilled enough, go for it. But this is not what I would recommend for the average player looking at this run. Like, this Crushing Demise is great, right? I love this card, but you can't play it on your floor that has your incants, so that's unfortunate. What do we have? Me. Okay, who's else winning? Opal. Highest score. What did you do? Full-on incant build. You're just like a refined version of this run, right? With our Evil Boy Genius friend. Yeah, so this is just like a refined version of that. This is fine, right? Oh, that's a disgusting deep offering. Yikes. Wow. Turns out drawing a million cards is good. Yeah, fair. Okay. I mean, I see this getting through it, right? This is basically you don't even take the Lodestone Totem and you just go ham on the other line here, right? Which is fine. Where was the Siren of the Sea? Was that at Talos? I don't remember seeing it. But yeah, I mean, you just draw a million cards and it's fine. You saw enough remove consumes to make this work, so it's okay. Yeah. This is an interesting one because I don't think I ever go this way with what was shown in the run in the order that it is shown. right? Like what inspires this? Think about it like this. Why when you see Lodestone Totem, what about this run makes you go, "Nah, I'm good." Like it's fine. You can obviously win like this, but this just feels so much riskier. What if you never find a Woken's Rail Spike, right? What are you doing then? I mean, you dupe this deep offering a bunch and hopefully that's enough. And you just play this like 5 times a turn, I guess. You infinite off this technically. Like that's really good. I mean, you make enough of these, you infinite, it's good. But like I guess you could do that and go to every dupe, make a mini of these, and that would be fine. But I don't know. It's just I look at this and I go, well, I'm not really sure that this obviously this wins in its final state. I'm just trying to think through the choices that get you there. It's tricky. It's tricky. I think I can see it, but it would require me to do things that don't feel as safe, right? They feel riskier. And I felt pretty confident this whole run, right? Obviously, HP was a concern. I had 10 freaking HP on my dude, but it's fine, right? I was fine with that. So, no big deal, really. Like, think about this siren right here. Remember that steel shop? You don't have the incant armor too. You just have quick. So, what happens here? You look at the steel shop. Do you re-roll first before looking at the banner so you see the multi-strike and incant armor 2? Because if you see multi-strike incant armor 2, I absolutely click the Nameless Siren, but you don't know that, right? You could have re-rolled into junk. So, okay. Now, what's the alternative, right? I grab Nameless Siren in a bad incant run and then just miss on the steel shop and lose, right? I mean, think about the alternative. What if that steel shop had large stone, no incant armor 2? You lose on ring 2, right? You just do because I mean you have to elevator Tethys, maybe you muscle through, but you take a million damage. You look really nasty into ring 3, which means that you have to go to the other side and like you miss the holdover, which I guess you didn't take anyway, but fair. Just this feels so gambly, right? If you think about the order you saw things in. Whereas with a quick in the shop, I immediately just snap click the sweeper, right? The sweeper is a winning line. You have so many options here. I could have fished for another melting unit and put a scaler in it. It's fine. I could have done a lot of different things. But we just kind of pivoted off to the lodestone totem as soon as we saw it. Like the sweeper obviously wins in my opinion with the wicklash and the holdovers. You just make 3 of those. You just play it into the sweeper a million times. You clobber the divinity and you just give it the endless to be fine with it. And that's good. And then you just replay the tomb a bunch of times and it's no big deal. So I don't know. This is tough. This is the kind of line I take in this run if I know what I'm seeing. But this is the kind of line I skip in a normal run playthrough because it's so risky, right? I don't know. I guess I'm just used to Curse Seeds being really stingy with Steel Shop upgrades. Just high rolling into this siren, this Nameless Siren out of the gate is pretty nutty. But anyway, let's go look at me. I mean, I think I picked a very safe line here, right? You just make a million of the, you just play Wicklash a bunch. We had low HP, but we just navigated it correctly, right? I don't see a mistake here or anything weird, too crazy. Things like the Mole Braces mattered. Refracting Lens let me comfortably just yeet HP to whatever extent I needed. We just remove literally every unit so that my incant line is secure. And we comfortably crush the boss, I think, right? You just play the one that you're upgrading a whole bunch and you're good. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's fine, right? I mean, you could have leaned into some of these card draw powers, right? I could have taken the what's it called, deep offering, given it a remove, consume, etc. But I was really leaning into this Wicklash, and I think this was just super correct, right? I'm playing 4 cards every turn. It's a lot of incants, which is great. Tethys lives to Relentless, so she just auto wins, and then the Silliphite did it too, so it was fine. I guess it looked scary because of the HP, but you just have to think about the combats and know what you need to do. And then, honestly, Icy Silliphite's spell weakness did great here. I used this on a lot of different combats for various value, and I think that's excellent. So I think it's a good run. This makes a lot of sense to me because based on what you see things and what you see in the order you see them. So I don't know. It's an interesting food for thought experiment, right? Food for thought. I don't know. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. It's like 5:50 a.m. I should go to bed. So anyway, that's 61 wins on the series. You'd love to see it. And hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.